down and out.
Yeah.
And I was taking it emotionally hard. And he's like, really, right? And I said, not really. I said, it's pretty hard. And I said, well, look, I see things around. And, but thank God we do have people in here that can uplift us.
Yes.
And bring us through it all. And I appreciate it. And I tell them that also.
Absolutely. If we didn't have each other to lift each other up in hard times. So that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying there are little things that we have to crucify our flesh and snap out of sometimes. But we can't do that. He called up Jeremy because he needed someone to uplift him because he was struggling to uplift himself, and we get to that place. Listen, we get to that place. There's been times where I've called on some of the sisters from the church, and I've been like, listen, I'm in a place of the enemy has not stopped. And because it started with a little bit of a something, my emotions, but I didn't crucify it right then. So then it became big. And now it's to the place I can't get myself out of it, and I need some help. If we could get to a place in our Christian walk where we could cut it off before it got like that, imagine how on fire we could be. But so many times we hear the enemy speak, and then he's only spoke a little word. He's only spoke something little, but we don't know how to stop it because we haven't been reading our word. We haven't been and even if we have been, sometimes that's even hard. And he spoke one word, and now it's become real big because we believed it. And now he's going to speak even more. He's like, oh, she believed that one. Let me get her with another one and another one. And before you know it, you're to the place where you're like, I can't even get myself out of this. I need help. And thank God for people in the church. But we can't help each other if we are not doing it for ourselves either. Brother Jeremy couldn't have helped Tony if he wasn't ready to help Tony. The sisters I call on sometimes could not help me if they weren't prayed up and ready. I want to know that if I have to call on a lady or a man from this church, that they will be ready and prayed up. We all know the people we reach out to. We all have our certain people we reach out to, and that's okay. Find yourself somebody. But I want to know the person I'm reaching out to is praying for me and really praying for me. That's why I don't put on Facebook, pray for me. Please pray for me. Pray for this person. I will not. You know why? Because half those people on Facebook are not going to pray. They're just going to put prayers. Are you really praying, or are you just putting prayers? Because I need some prayer warriors, because there is something going on that if I'm asking for prayer, it is important. So who do I go to? And maybe some of them don't have a church family to go to. Thank God that I've ran across people's posts and they said, I need prayer, and I'll pray for them. But I want to be able to know when I reach out to anybody in this church, I know they're going to go to war for me. And that's why the Lord opens up stuff like this to us, because he needs us ready for warfare. This is a time where people are going to come through these doors that are going to be so bound, and we can't help them if we are sitting in our own emotions and we are not carrying the glory of God in our lives every single day, and we are not putting God first and not on the back. Because I cannot pray for somebody if I have not put God first all week. We cannot expect when people walk through these doors for God to do miraculous things like we want to see. Everybody says, I want to see miraculous things, but nobody wants to put the work in. Only in the church, not outside the church. Listen, I'm just being honest here. We have to do it in both areas of our lives. Our kids need to see us living the life, because it's harder for them than it is for us. I'm telling you, these kids have to face things in school that I can't imagine. And I tell my girls in Landon every morning, when you go to school, just be a light. Just be a light. But that's probably hard for them. That's probably hard for them. When Savannah chose to put her banner up and put a Bible on there, that wasn't something I asked her to do. It wasn't even my idea. She just did it. Am I bragging as a parent? No. I'm bragging on the Lord, because he's brought her to a place where she's not ashamed of the gospel. Peyton, I'll tell you right now, that girl is not ashamed. She will. We're at an amusement park, and she will just tell people. I'll tell you what happened. We were at an amusement park, and somebody, what was it? Did they offer her? What'd they say?
Imagine all the magic that it's kind of our fault for taking her in when we've been teaching her, you know.
This is only a year ago, guys.
And someone offered her something and said it would like bring her good luck or something. And me and Alicia are standing there and she says, "We don't do magic or spells or any of that stuff. That's demonic."
She looked at all the kids that are with her. She said, "Come on. Come on. We don't believe in Jesus." And me and Shauna are just like, my face got like 50 shades of red. The lady did not know what to do. She was just like, and I'm like, "I'm sorry."
So we're like walking away and I just patted her on the back.
As we're like covering our face. But come on, she was bold. Why can't us adults be bold like that? Because we just can't. I cannot. She was so bold. And we walked away and I'm sitting here like,
Well, shame on us because
yeah.
we were going to let her take it because we didn't want to stir the pot. But we were the ones who had always told her, like, we don't do luck, we don't do magic, we don't do spells, we don't do witchcraft. Like, we really shoved that kind of stuff down their throats. So we were compromising to kind of keep the because we were at the music park. We just said, "Oh, we'll just throw it away when we get out, like no big deal." And she just told her, and we were just like, "Okay, well then." Then we all really felt convicted.
Yeah. The whole time we were walking through, we just wanted to get out of that story before us to just go to the rides, to just forget about all that. But listen, she was bold. It's because we've taught them to be bold, and then we weren't. But listen, I said I think last Sunday was Youth Sunday, I said, if I have anything to do with it, not just my kids, but every single kid that sits under me will tear down the enemy's camp. It's going to tear it down. I already know.
I'm proud to have children in my church that know the Word of God, probably know the Word of God better than most Christians, and know how to move in the Spirit, and see people come to the Lord and see that they're released from the torment, and not afraid.
Right.
They don't run. We don't teach them running. We teach them that they're going to be warriors. There's going to be battles that they're going to face. There is definitely going to be battles.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't lie to them and say, we're going to have hard times? Yes, definitely. You're going to have the devil come and fight you. But we have something that we instill in them. And I'm biased towards our church. And I'm not afraid to say so. Most people know that I'm not biased about myself. But I'm biased towards our church because the leadership in this church teach our children, not just in the church. They teach them at home. They teach them wherever they may go. They teach their children, our children. I say my children because I took a vow to help them. They will sit down and they will tell them at home, this is right, this is not right, and they teach them the Word of God. And then when they come in here, you see them line at the altar praying, see God fell upon their face. You know why? Because those are going to be the leaders. It's going to be like influencers out there in their schools, out there in the parks, out there in the colleges.
It's never been sugar-coated in this church.
No.
These kids have never had a sugar-coated lesson. They've never had a sugar-coated. Nobody in this church that preaches that I know of that sugar-coated anything. We don't sugarcoat. Yeah.
Let one of us adults go to a school and start preaching. What do you think's going to happen? In the backseat of the patrol car. And
Yeah.
you see white something. We're going to have matching stripes and bars in front of them. Okay? But our children
sending them in, we want to have them ready to fight, because it's a war in there, it's a spiritual
Yep.
warfare in there, and we are responsible for teaching our young people and our children, and even these little babies, that the power of God goes before them,
They've got to carry the glory of God.
and we can tell others about God.
Yeah, yeah. It says, do not quit when you fail, because sometimes we're not always going to be perfect. We're going to fail at some things. Pick yourself back up. Go on. Keep the fire hot. Fan the flames of glory. Keep the fire burning. If we're not putting wood on the fire, it will go out. It will go out. And eventually you'll be like, man, I need to get, this is what we'll say. Revival